What's going on, man? We back with another one. I'm Sick Detroit, man. Please subscribe to the page, man. I'm Sick Detroit, man. And we back with another real interview, man. We got a real producer, man. He been working his way up, man. He been on the come up. He been up. You know what I'm saying? He been doing legendary things. You know what I'm saying? He been impeccable, however you say it. You know what I'm saying? He been very motivated, working really hard. You know what I'm saying? He got his new website coming out and everything, man. And we just here to give him his flowers, man. Ejaybeatz, man. What's going on
What's
with
the
you,
deal,
man?
my dog?
Good, man.
Appreciate you for having me out here,
Right,
man.
man. So I just want to kick it off. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we talked before. You know what I'm saying? So I
Sure.
just want to kind of pick up where we left off at, man. You know, our platform is always about giving great artists flowers. You know what I'm saying? And you are a producer. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to let you know, man, we're familiar with your work. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to know who is Ejaybeatz, man. Like where you come from, man. How did you even start making beats? You know what I'm saying? What's going on, EJ? What's going on with you, man? Welcome to I'm Sick Detroit, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Shit, man. I started off making beats in high school, man. I was going to Persian Tech, what they call it Detroit Tech.
Okay.
You know, it's like one little corner of Persian.
Right.
You know, they had all the new shit they had the new computers, you know. It's supposed to be like the upgraded version of Persian, man. We still went to lunch in Persian. But, you know, our classes was like in this little bitty section. Shout out to Detroit Tech, man. Shout out to everybody I went to school with back in, I don't even remember what year that, 04, 05. Shout out y'all. Yeah, I've been making beats since then, man. For real, I started probably, I say the 11th grade, about 15 years old. You know, I'm 35 now, so that was 20 years ago. For real, I've been making beats for a minute. You know what I'm saying? My boy just came to school one day with a disc that said FL Studio 4 on it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what's that? He like, man, make beats with this. I took it to the house.
What did that stand for? What?
Fruity Loops.
Oh, Fruity Loops. Right.
Fruity Loops. Yeah, that's what it actually was called, Fruity Loops back then.
Right.
Now it's called FL Studio, but back then it was just Fruity Loops.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what it was.
Right.
I took it home and taught myself how to use it. And I've been doing it since then, for real.
Was it natural for you, or you had to really get into it? Or was it like, man, it's
I mean, it wasn't natural because I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
But it was like I always liked music, you know what I'm saying? I always liked good beats and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like I always looked up to different producers, you know, that I heard, like Timberland and, you know, who else was popping around that time? Manny Fresh, you know.
Right.
Manny Fresh, Kanye was just coming out, you know what I'm saying? So I was looking up to all these guys, so it wasn't a natural thing to know how to do it, but it was natural for me to know it sound good though, you know what I'm saying? Put it together like that. Yeah.
Okay, so like I want to know, like, when you got to producing, when you got to making beats, when was the first time when you was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I ain't gonna do that. Whatever else backup plan you had, you know what I'm saying, or even if you had a backup plan, at one point in time, you know what I'm saying, EJ was like, when was that moment when EJ was like, I'm gonna just stick to this. I ain't gonna do nothing else. I'm gonna put all my work in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna focus on this. I'm gonna take this shit to the highest level I can. How did that moment feel for you?
Man, it wasn't no one moment, man. It was like a gradual thing. Cause at first, when I was doing it, I was just doing it for fun, for real.
Right.
Like I wasn't even letting everybody hear my beats. I was just letting a select few people hear them and stuff. And then one day I brought some beats up to school, and a couple guys I knew that was rapping, man. It was like, yeah, we about to make some shit with this, you know. So they, you know, went to the lab, cooked up some shit, and I heard people on my beats for the first time, and it was like, dang, that's cold.
Okay.
Then next thing you know, the radio started playing it a little bit, you know.
The radio started what first time you heard the song on the radio?
I wanted to say it was 105.9. That's 107.5 when it was called 105.9 back then. Don't quote me on that though. Could have been 98. I don't even remember to be honest, but I heard it a couple times on the radio. You know, so
what song was that?
It was a song with my boy, his name was J.I. at the time. And he had the twins from American Idol, I forget their name. But he had them on the hook. I think the song was called It's All Right.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean it ain't get played like that, but it got
Okay.
a couple spins though.
So touch on American Idol. How did you get into how did that business go down? How did that happen?
I don't. It was his plug, man. I
Okay.
gave him the beat, and you know, this was back then. I ain't had no contract
Right,
or nothing. I
right.
just gave him the beat. He's like, yeah, we got this going. Da da da. I'm like, man, that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I ain't charging with nothing. I just was like, you know, I was
Right.
happy to have my song out there. So
Damn, that's
yeah.
dope. That's dope. So do anybody in your family do music like where do the inspiration come from? You know, what you having passion for music anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like before beats, like do your family have a history of music?
Not really. I got an uncle on my mom's side, my uncle Michael. He used to have a studio at my grandma's house. You know,
Okay.
had a whole upstairs on Finkel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The studio. You know that big building at that pharmacy on Finkel? It's like a liquor store pharmacy. Got the little pill bottles and stuff.
Oh yeah,
It was
yeah,
like
yeah,
right
yeah,
down the
yeah.
street from that.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really the only family member I can think of right now. That was really into music like that. That I seen coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I know you mentioned you kind of moved away from Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I moved to Atlanta.
And how did that go in Atlanta? You know, who did you meet? Who did you see before they
man.
was even big? You know what I'm saying? Like who did you run into on the same time coming up?
Man, I ran into a lot of people down there because, like I said, I was still just trying to, figure stuff out. I was in college down there.
Okay.
I was staying with my pops. So I'm fresh out of high school for real.
Okay.
So it's like, I ain't know if I wanted to do this full time or, because I was going to school for business management, so I just knew I wanted to do something.
Okay.
But I was doing that on the side, and I was running into a lot of people, man. Ejaybeatz, that's one of the dudes I met down there. He gave me his pack of drums, drum kits and stuff, man. I still use most of his stuff today, for real. He made Steady Mobbing and all that for Lil Wayne.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, shout out to Dog. Okay.
This is the first part I did on the beat and just came up with this part.
Okay. I met Big Block down there, Block Entertainment. I met Jacquees at his studio. I met Offset at his studio.
How did them encounters go for you? How did you was you like okay, like did you know was they Offset or you know what I'm saying Jacquees before they was?
Jacquees kind of was, you know what I'm saying? He been singing since he was about 15, 16.
Okay.
That's when I met him around that age. You know what I'm saying? I met Offset around the same time, man. Believe it or not, they was real good friends back then,
Right.
Because they don't, I don't even think they got songs together right now, but they was real cool back then. I guess they from the same area.
Okay.
I don't really know how that Atlanta shit go for real, but shout out to both of them.
Did you ever I remember you when we first, you know what I'm saying, was chopping up, you said something about Offset, well, giving you trying to sell you something. What was that? What was going on?
Man. He tried to sell me a TV one time, man. He ran to somebody's crib. And they used to run people's cribs, man, back in the day, man.
Damn.
I ain't trying to, feel me, but they used to do that shit, man. They was on that, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of met them, for real.
Right.
Yeah, this before they was really rapping.
Damn.
And I don't know if they was rapping or not. I ain't know from that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like that's dope as hell, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, you know, because our platform is about giving you flowers, you know what I'm saying? That's like a legendary moment right there, you know what I'm saying? Because they is who they is today. So you can sit back and be like, man, you know, I witnessed it, you know what I'm saying?
I seen him coming up, man.
When at the time when you was in Atlanta, how did you feel about the Detroit? What was going on back at home? How did you feel about that when you was down there?
I ain't gonna lie, I was confused a little bit, man.
Okay.
So, I left. When I left, you had KDZ, you had Tone Tone, you had, Street Lords, Rock Bottom. That was like the most popular people that was out, by the time I left. Then I come back and it's Dope Boys, Cash Out, Team Eastside. I ain't know nothing about none of that, man. So it was like a whole different sound to me. I ain't really understand it at first. And then, when I moved back up here, that's when I started like, tapping in with the sound, tapping in with the people that was making that sound. And, I changed my sound up a little bit because I was still making Atlanta type beats.
Right.
I was down there.
Right.
You feel me? So when I came back, it was a little different.
So how was you, how can I say this? how was you staying motivated? Being from Detroit,
Yeah.
and now you were somewhere totally different.
Mm-hmm.
So did you have to gravitate to their lifestyle or their type of music to even, you know what I'm saying, make their type of beats? How did you do that? Being so talented like you are, how did you do that?
To be honest with you, I was already gravitated towards that because you know, around that time before I moved down there, man, Atlanta was on the come up.
Right.
So that's all we was hearing on the radio anyway. I was hearing them more than I was hearing Detroit
Right.
music. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I got down there, I already knew what they was on because I'm listening to Lil Jon and you feel me, Ludacris and all these people coming up. Jeezy had just started taking off and Gucci Mane, all of them was, you know, that was like the sound.
Right.
So I was already hip. So I was down there doing what they was doing for real. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. That's dope. See, that's like a stain in your like catalog. You know what I'm saying? Because you could say how different type of music and different type of states change you know what I'm saying? It can kind of mold you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know we from Detroit, we can survive anywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't adapt like that. Like I ain't changed my accent or nothing.
Right,
you know, I still sound like a Detroit nigga when I was down there. And like, why you say your R's like that? Like, why y'all don't say your R's? You feel me? Like,
so I want to know, like, you know, we get into different type of segments on I'm Sick Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this segment is called, you know what I'm saying, sick moment. You know what I'm saying? So it can be any sick moment that you experience. You know what I'm saying?
A sick moment?
Yeah, like when was it a time where you was like, damn, this is a sick moment for my career right now. Like I can't believe this is happening. You know what I'm saying? Or anything in that nature, man. The sick moment. What is a sick moment for you?
In my music career?
Yes. In life period, music career, your preference, anything. You know what I'm saying?
It's been a lot of those, man. I'd probably say when I did that song, when I did the first song I did with Sada Baby, that was sick for me because I couldn't believe the fact that he picked that actual beat instead of picking a Detroit beat. He picked like a New York drill beat, so it kind of threw me off a little bit, and it actually came out cold. So I'm
like, what song was that?
That's hard. The song is called Kai Sanat.
Okay.
It's a problem when I press, it's boo when they press, so fuck 'em. Smoke with my niggas, I be like, say less, and then rush. Cause out of back, gon' land with this chopper. FN Millie Rocker, kick more game than soccer. No.
And it's on YouTube right now. They released it a couple months ago.
Okay. Y'all go
it's
check that out.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, Biggie Smalls. I had sampled that and made it like a drill beat.
Damn.
I guess the first time he heard it, he was like, yeah.
So how do you feel about sampling beats? Like, do you have like a angle that you go at? Do you have a different type of, you know, sound that you're trying to go to, or you just come across something, you just go like, you just aim towards something?
I don't even, like, every time I start a beat, it'd be something different, man. I just hear something in my head, like that beat in particular we're talking about. I just was thinking about it like that like the tempo sound hard on some drill type shit.
Right.
So I just went home and just did the shit. You know, I was working at Chrysler. When I got home from work, I just got on the computer and just did it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, shout out to Big Chris and Get Fresh over there. I sent it off to him. And he had a session with Sada Baby the next day.
Okay.
And he called me the next day like, yeah, Sada Baby about to get on this one. Bet.
Cut a rug on your mama, never draw no Honda. Forest with a llama, little nigga hornswoggle, no, heavyweight shot.
So you say that was your sick moment?
Yeah, that was hard. I was at work when he called me and told me, he sent me the song and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, that's hard.
So I want to know, you know, you being from the 2000 era, you know what I'm saying? You know, like really in the salt and the grind of the shit. You know what I'm saying? When everybody was popping. Everybody's still popping out, but it was just a different generation.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the social media? You know what I'm saying? And you know, back then we had CDs and tapes and shit. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like how do you feel like it's a difference, or it's affecting, you know, some artists, or it's helping some artists? How do you feel?
I think it's all help because back then, you know, everybody was trying to, you know, get a deal because they didn't know how to promote themselves. They didn't know how to really take it to the next level. Now, you can get rich off of just posting Instagram posts and stories, you know what I'm saying, or TikToks or whatever.
Right.
So now it's like, you know, anybody can blow up now. I mean, that's a bad thing and a good thing, I guess, because you know, some shit you probably be like, I don't know why they even made it. But then other shit, you be like, damn, you know, if it wasn't for Instagram, I wouldn't know who this guy is.
Right.
You know
You
what
can
I'm saying?
easily like look somebody up, you know what I'm saying? Like go follow this, go follow that. And then just, you know, look them up and just look at their stuff for a quick 5 minutes and probably won't even look at it again. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy exposure, you know what I'm saying?
Easy exposure, yeah. I think that's the main help that, you know, social media gave the world is the exposure. You can expose yourself now for free.
Right.
You ain't gotta, you know, pay a label to, you know, make billboards about you and all that.
Right.
People look down more than they look up now, so
Right,
there's no point to even buy a billboard no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. And like I say, man, our platform is about giving you your flowers, bro. You know, and I want to ask you, being from that era, being from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? You know, having the history that we have, who did you see at your age? Who did you see industry-wise? Like, did you ever, you know, like, did you look up to Jay Dilla? Did you look up to, you know what I'm saying, the Proofs? You feel me?
Definitely looked up to Jay Dilla,
like,
man.
who did you see? Did you ever encounter them guys?
Yeah, Jay Dilla for sure, man. He stayed in my hood, man. Coney Gardens, man. Shout out Coney Gardens, CGP. Yeah, 7 Mile and Ryan, between Ryan and Coney.
Yep.
You know, right down the street from Persian. Jay Dilla was over there. I used to see him driving around all the time. I used to see different rappers with him, driving around with him, Kwame, Busta Rhymes, you know, just them type of rappers in Detroit. So that was weird. That was kind of wild to see.
Did you know who they was at the time? You like,
yeah, I know who they was, for sure. I ain't know who he was until I started seeing him with them, though. I'm like, oh, this dude must be somebody. Then, like, yeah, that's Jay Dilla. Okay.
How did you feel when he had to leave us? How did you feel about that?
Man, it was a sad moment, man, for real. Cause, you know, I mean, he was going until he passed, man. He was making hits. And inspired a lot of people, you know.
Right.
I don't even think Kanye West would be Kanye West if it wasn't for Jay Dilla.
Definitely, thank you.
You feel me? He was the king of sampling.
Damn. They said he could cook up a beat in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
I can believe it, man. I can believe it.
Well, so who, you know, not Detroit, but industry-wise, who, when you sit down and try to put a masterpiece together, who do you feel like you can work with? You can be in that same bag with, as far as industry-wise.
Like as far as producers or artists?
Producers. Artists and producers, like, man, if we get together, man, we get some work going, who do you feel like you can, of course, anybody, you know what I'm saying, but who do you feel like it's they work for you, they work for you, you know what I'm saying, like you can make some shit happen?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, anybody, man, for real. Like, I think I could work with anybody, bro. Like, for real, I got something for everybody, too.
Right.
It's like, I don't just put myself in one bag, for real. It's a lot of people I want to work with, man. But, you know, whoever, I think we should put something together.
Right.
Anybody, for real. Like, I ain't got no favoritism. I ain't playing favoritism when it comes to that, man. I work with damn near anybody, for it.
Right. I feel that. I feel that, and that's why, and that's, you know, how everything go around, and that's how everybody get to work together, be creative together. You know what I'm saying? Because some people and some artists don't like working with each other. You know what I'm saying? And I want to, you know what I'm saying, talk to Detroit and just want everybody to understand that the more we work together, the more we'll get done as a city.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
It's more everybody popping right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to be working together. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is. It can be anything. Everybody need to be supporting each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Detroit's starting to catch on to that, man. Because like I said, I used to live in Atlanta, man. I seen that coming up. Like, I seen how they was working together down there. Like, it'd be a mainstream nigga, you know, like Ludacris or somebody here, grab somebody local and be like, yeah, I'll jump on your song for free. And then you come up here, you got niggas charging niggas that stay right down the street from them. Hey, give me 1,000 for a feature, like 500 for a feature. I ain't understand that. You know, they getting a little better with it right now, but it's still kind of crazy though. Like, I feel the same way. We all need to work together, man, for real.
Yeah, we definitely need to work together, man. There's more money to go around. There's more promotion to go around. There's more love to go around, first of all. And there's more flowers to go around. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a position to play. You get what I'm saying? I don't want people to feel like they better than the next person because you're not going to get nowhere doing
and
it.
Then
you know
music is art, you know. So I don't really believe in people being better than other people.
Exactly.
It's art, you feel me?
Exactly.
What I like, you might not like, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean that that's better.
Right.
It just mean I like it, you don't like it, whatever.
Right.
It's art. You can't really get good. It's not art is not something that you get good at.
Right.
It comes from it's just natural. You know what I'm saying? That's what art is to me. So it's like it ain't no, you know, oh he better than him. No, you might just like his music better than you like. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else. So that's how I feel about that.
Man, that's dope, man. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? I want to say once again, Ejaybeatz, we giving your flowers, and you know,
Appreciate that, bro.
This the next segment. You know what I'm saying? That we kind of like to, you know, our platform. People be asking us, oh, you know, we need to know more about the artists. We need to know more about the producers. You know what I'm saying? So people like to know more about you and everything. So, you know, you can pick, or you can choose. You know what I'm saying? So, would you do independent, or would you do a deal? Like, which one are you comfortable with?
If I was an artist or as a producer?
Both. If you was, what do you think about a period? You know what I'm saying? What do you think about those things? Independent and being with a deal, record deal.
Like I said, we just touched on that about the social media exposure, man. I feel like nowadays the artist is better off being independent for the simple fact that he get to pocket all the cheese now. You ain't got to split it with no big labels and nothing like that. You ain't got to pay nobody back. You know, if you got the money, you got the the funds to put yourself out there. That's the best way to go.
Right.
Sure. Me as a producer, I would like to get a publishing deal. That's what I'm actually I'm in the middle of trying to do right now.
Right.
But it's not for exposure. Like it's a difference. Man. I'm just trying to get beat placements and stuff.
Right.
That'll help me out a lot as far as that goes. But as an artist, like I would say, be independent for as long as you can. Of course, if the money right, if the contract good, take the deal. But because most of the time it don't really work out.
Yeah, most of the time it don't work out. Some deals work out, but most of the time you might be lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might be lucky, man. Some people have good deals. I done seen people have terrible deals.
Right,
I ain't about to say nobody's name because I don't even want
to
start that up. But people be having fucked up deals out here, man. So you really gotta, know what the contract say. Or just stay independent. I would stay independent for real.
Say you would stay independent.
I would if I was an artist, man. Shout out to all the artists out there that's trying to figure out what they need to do, man. Just keep pushing yourself. Get you a sponsor or somebody if you ain't got the funds available, but don't sign no deals, man. For real. The deals is crazy.
There you have it. And I wanna and they wanna know you got 3 artists, it's not even 3. You got a producer, you got 2 artists. Obviously, you the producer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In this case, you know what I'm saying? So you get to choose 2 artists for you to produce a song for.
Right now?
Of all time.
Of all time?
If Ejaybeatz had to...
It's Detroit or are we talking?
All time. Anybody.
Oh, man.
2 artists, who would you produce a song for?
Man, Michael Jackson.
Ooh.
Get Mike on there. And probably Jay. Get Mike and Jay on there.
Jay-Z?
Man. Yeah.
Ooh.
That'll be a crazy.
What makes you say that? What makes it so unique about Michael Jackson, Jay-Z to you?
I mean, shit. They the best in their lane, man.
Right.
They the best in their lane, man.
That's dope.
For real.
That's dope. I like that. Michael Jackson and Jay-Z, though. I ain't never heard that before. That'd be dope as hell.
They actually did a song together before.
For real?
I ain't produced it, obviously. Shit. They did a song together before. That Rock My World, I think.
Oh.
The remix. I think Jay was on the remix.
He was on the remix. See?
Yeah.
See, that's dope. Well, there we have it. You know what I'm saying?
But I would have made a Detroit beat. That was on there.
Right. Yeah, man. And this, we moving on. You know what I'm saying? And this is another segment. You know what I'm saying? That we have. You feel me? And this is just, trying to connect a piece. You know what I'm saying? Within each other. You know what I'm saying? Trying to kill the misunderstanding, the miscommunication. You know what I'm saying? This is called I'm Sick of the Beef. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
This is called I'm Sick of the Beef. What do you think Detroit is lacking as a city that we can do better in, that makes friction and that makes problems with each other or even violence with each other? What do you think that can be solved with that?
Conversations, man. I heard Skillerback be on the interview saying the same thing, man. He was like, man, that's the main reason niggas it be misunderstandings and shit end up going left because people don't know how to communicate with each other effectively. You know, it's just like a relationship, you know. You arguing with your girl, if y'all don't know how to talk to each other, of course it's gonna be friction. And y'all gonna end up probably splitting or whatever the case may be. But if it's a conversation, man, people need to have conversations with each other, man. You know, it could be he say, she say, and then a nigga end up getting,
Yeah.
that end up happening, you feel me? But, you know, I feel like as long as there's conversations and people learn how to communicate with each other, man, like anything could happen from that. Anything can come from that, man.
Yeah, like it go to the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When a lot of things is not talked about, you know, and shout out to T Grizzly, you know what I'm saying, the Sada Baby for settling their differences. You know what I'm saying? Whatever differences they had, you know, it was an easy conversation that they could have been had, but they never had that one conversation, so they stayed silent. But since they had that conversation, now they sat back like, damn, there's so much shit that we, you know what I'm saying, could have, you feel me, talked about within this one conversation. So you are right about that, man. For
that's
real.
it, man. I think that's the biggest thing, man. You know, besides anything else, you can't really stop, you know, shit from happening out here.
Right.
But, you know, you can, you know, man up and talk, you feel me? Talk stuff out. You ain't gotta resort to, you know, bullshit every time. You just, you know.
Because it's not going to solve nothing.
It ain't going to solve nothing.
It's going to keep on going, and then there's going to be a lot of people that's getting involved, throwing their sticks and stones as well.
Yeah, you know people like to amp shit up too, man, overhype stuff.
Yeah, so Detroit, you know what I'm saying, we just got to do better with communication.
Definitely.
You know, and like I say, we already at the top. You know what I'm saying? We already at the top of the chain. You feel me? Everybody coming to Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying, want to sound like us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to it's music at the end of the day.
It is, man.
Don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong. You get what I'm saying? But we have to realize that as a city and start respecting each other. You get what I'm saying? Just reaching out to somebody. You get what I'm saying? Can change somebody's career or even their mind a way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So I want to ask you, from you being a producer, a new producer in the game, coming in the game, what can you tell this new producer or this young producer? What can you tell
them? Don't follow what nobody else is doing. As far as how you sound, how you promote your music, how you brand yourself. Don't follow what the next man is doing, man. Come up with your own strategy, your own plan. Because it's really a creativity situation, you know. You got to get creative. Like me, I dropped a website. I promoted it. I went crazy with that. I keep dropping stuff on Instagram, and that's what I'm known for. Like I don't even know nobody else doing that for real. I got producers asking me to make them websites or teach them how to do it.
Wow.
And it ain't even hard for real, you know. It's just you just got to get creative, man. You know, and you know, don't sound like nobody else obviously, because you don't want to be known for sounding like somebody else anyway.
Right.
Artists and producers, you know. And that's it, man. Just do your thing and don't stop. Don't stop.
There you have it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you only can get good information from somebody who been here, done it, and still doing it. You know what I'm saying? So we want to give you your flowers because you started. You know what I'm saying? You been through. Everybody had ups and downs. You get what I'm saying? And you're here today. And you were able to say that you have a website. You know what I'm saying? So touch on the website. What motivated you to even get a website?
Well, you know, they already got platforms like BeatStars. Shout out to BeatStars, Ejaybeatz. You know, they got different beat platforms where you can, you know, upload beats. I'm like, instead of directing traffic over there, you know, I might as well bring them to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me want to do it, just so I could have my own, you know. People ask me, oh, you make beats, where can I hear your beats at? On my website. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me to send you a pack, because you can just go on my website. I upload beats every week. You don't need me to send you a long email that you got to download and all that. Just go in there. If you want one, you ain't got to ask me nothing. You can just
go get it.
Go put it in your cart. You know what I'm saying? We take Cash App, PayPal, all that. So, you know, we ain't even got to have no conversation after that. You can just tell me like, yeah, bro, this is what I did to your song. That's what most artists do. They send me what they did first, and I hear it first. I'm like, that's dope.
Okay,
you know?
Yeah, that's dope. So,
what is the website?
Oh, the website is ejaybeatz.com, Ejaybeatz with a Z.
Okay.
.com.
Y'all go check that out, man. I'm telling you, I ain't even gotta tell y'all that there's some hot shit on that website. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Everything
that.
he dropped is hot. You know what I'm saying? And I like the motivation. I kind of like the Detroit sound that you have because your beats is different, but it's not. It don't sound like nobody else. Like when I hear one of your instrumentals, I know you made it. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it don't puzzle me. You feel me? I'm like, okay, this Ejaybeatz sound. You know what I'm saying? So how do you keep your sound? Like, is that like a mindset or a mentality thing or personality? Do you put your personality in the music or your feelings or your beats? Like, how do you make your shit sound like the EJ beat?
I don't know. That's a good question, man. I just do what I think sounds good, man. And you know, we all influenced by different things and
Right,
different,
right.
you know, producers, different sounds. But I just try to stay true to what I think sounds good. Like I know a lot of dope producers and they got their own sound. And I might take something from them. Like I like how they drop this snare right here. I
Right.
might throw that in my beat, but it's, you know, still my beat.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So that's what music is, though. That's what producing is, just taking a whole bunch of different influences and throwing them together. And now you got your own sound.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope. So when I want to know what beat that you made when you was like, this is my favorite one.
Oh yeah, man.
I know it's probably too many, you know what I'm saying? But like, which
Man,
one was like, oh yeah, I fucked this one up right here.
man, I had remade that Ain't Nobody, that Shaka Khan.
Mm.
I ain't sampled it, I remade it. I
Oh yeah.
replayed the sounds, but I made it sound like a Detroit beat. And I did this in 2011,
Dang.
2012. It just sounds so crispy. Still to this day, I be playing it to, you know, and people be hearing it, they be like, yeah, that's cold. You should drop that right now. It's like, I made that beat
So
12 years ago.
Nobody.
I mean,
Made a
like
song
back
to it?
back nah, nobody make a song to it. Back then I was just playing it for people that wanted to hear it, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I
Right.
made this, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's cold.
You
Yeah.
gotta send that to us.
Oh yeah, I send it, y'all can play
Yeah,
it.
you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
gotta hear that.
Yeah.
I definitely know it's dope if you
It ain't
just,
mixed that crazy though, cause you
okay.
know, I wasn't that cold yet. But shit,
Okay.
it's sweet though.
So you got the website, you know what I'm saying? You doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? You still out here sampling. What's next for Ejaybeatz? What's next for your career?
Like I said earlier though, man, I'm trying to get a pub deal, my first pub deal, my first publishing deal or whatever. And flip that, get another pub deal, flip that, and just keep getting placements, keep expanding on that. Eventually, I want to drop a record label, you know, so that's in the works.
Okay.
I got a good ear for like, you know, artists too. I don't just hear good sounds like
Right.
instruments. I hear people too,
Right.
man. Like when somebody got it, like I could put that together. So
Okay.
I really want to tap more into that too, you know, just start my own label and my own team and just see how far I could take that. You know what I'm saying?
So EJ, well, you know, cause you know Detroit, it's a lot of people doing music. It's a lot of people producing.
Yeah,
You know, it's a lot of people on the grind.
yeah.
In other words, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people
It's a lot of
competition. It's a lot of people out here every fucking day on the grind. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sick Detroit want to know what makes Ejaybeatz different from the rest. What makes you different?
I would just say my mindset when it comes to it. You know, a lot of people, you know, when they run into, you know, obstacles, they put it down for a minute. They try something else. I just keep going. I keep on the same path, man. I've been doing this since I started, and I never really took no breaks. No matter what job I done had, no matter where I stayed at, where I lived, what was going on in my personal life, you know, having kids, going back and forth to court all the time, whatever the case may be, I still made beats every day. Like it was just
Right.
something I had to do. So I don't think a lot of people do that. I know a lot of people that I started making music with that done stopped. You know, they done had kids, they got a wife now, they got a family now, they got other shit going on to where they just push that all the way to the side. Like, I ain't gonna do that. But I just kept going, and I'm still doing it. You know? So I think that's what made me different, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how to quit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's dope, man. And like I say, man, we give you your flowers, man, because we see you on the ground. We don't hear no smell of your name. You making big differences, and even when you make a song, you know what I'm saying, for Sada Baby, even when he rapping, it seemed like he just rapped and he go, you know, he go hard. He don't play with your music. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different when, you know, other producers make music and make beats, and then somebody get on their beat and they don't even
do it right.
You know what I'm saying, man? Every beat I heard somebody rap on your beats, bro, they go hard. They don't play with it because they know it's an EJ beat and they know this bitch is hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Though,
I just want to end it off saying that, you know what I'm saying, Detroit, we love you. We fuck with you, man. We like what you doing, man. And Ejaybeatz is one of the hottest producers in Detroit, man. So if y'all don't know who Ejaybeatz is, man, y'all definitely know who Ejaybeatz is now, man. One of the hottest producers in Detroit, man. And you know, we gon'
appreciate that, man.
I was waiting till you finish. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
That pub deal. Tell us more about the inside of the pub deal. Like, what's that process been like for you? Like moving forward, like after you made everything you made, like now that you get the label book, what has that process been like for you?
It started with one of my close friends. He's in Atlanta. He's from Detroit. My boy Mook. Shout out Mook. He told me about it one day. Like, man, look, I'm about to get a pub deal. I need you to help me get out the pub deal. I'm like, I ain't know what he was talking about. I'm like, what you mean help me get out the pub deal? He like, so I'm gonna get a pub deal. They're gonna pay me X amount of dollars, and I have to do X amount of things. I have to get X amount of placements. And they'll probably ask you to make 100 beats, you know what I'm saying? So as a producer, that's a lot of work. So what you do is you outsource. You find producers that you cool with. Hey man, can you make me 20 tracks for whoever so I get out this pub deal? And whatever you do, we can split it 50-50, whatever the splits is at the end. So just so he can fulfill his obligation and get out his deal. And once he get out this deal, now you're gonna get another pub deal.
Okay.
This other pub deal, so if this one was 50K, this one gonna be 250. The next one could be $1 million. You know, it just keep going up. It's like you just keep going up, but you just get people to help you get up there faster. The faster you get out your pub deal, the faster you get your next one. You know, and the money just keep coming. So that's where I'm at now. Now I done helped him. He told me he got my back, so I'm trying to go get a pub deal now. So once I get mine, he gonna help me get out of it. And I got other producers that's on the same page. We are doing this right now. This is like the cheat code to get up there, to get in the industry, to get placements and all that. So that's how that works.
That's dope.
I got a question. I heard you mention Chrysler.
Yeah.
I don't know if you like, as far as like working like and still doing the producer thing, like how you manage with that? Like how is that for you?
Man, it was hard. It was hard, and I'm saying was because I don't work at Chrysler no more.
Okay.
You know.
Well, at that time
When I was there, man, it was hard. I was working 6 days a week, 10 hours in Toledo, Ohio, man. So I'm driving from 7 Mile to Toledo every day and back 10 hours, you know. So I really didn't have much time for the music, but I still made time. You know? I mean, you can make time for anything. I still made time when I could. And I also got 2 kids, so it's like my free time is with them mostly, and I had to, you know, still be a producer.
Right.
So it's hard to juggle that, man. Like, my advice to anybody that's doing that, it's gonna come to a point where you got to choose one or the other, for real. And that is what it is. That's why I left, for real.
Right.
You know, I was up there too. I've been at Chrysler for 10 years, man. I was topped out. I was making 30-something an hour, man. But I was like, you know what? I want to do this. You know what I'm saying?
So when you made that moment, how did you? Because every transition is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And no matter how good you got it, you're gonna have to sacrifice something.
Definitely.
You get what I'm saying? So at that moment when you had to leave Chrysler, when you wanted to,
Yeah.
what did you sacrifice, and how did that help you when you sacrificed something? Just giving somebody advice.
You
When you
sacrificing that.
sacrifice something for something good, how
Yeah.
does that make you feel that in the outcome?
Well, you know, the ultimate sacrifice is just having a steady paycheck every week, you know, and having, okay, I know I make this amount of money, I could have this amount of bills, I could live this type of life. You know, you sacrificing that for something better.
Right.
This, you know, and it's not a clear path like it is at Chrysler. It's a clear path. You know, if you work this amount of hours, you're gonna get this amount of money.
Right.
It's a clear cut path. So it's easier for people to take that clear path than to say, I don't know how this is gonna work as a producer. I don't know how I'm gonna start making my first
Right.
10, 20,000, 30,000 a beat type shit. You don't know.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to just jump off there. That's the sacrifice though. You leaving security for an insecure path that you don't know which ways, you know, it's gonna go. It's like the uncertain part of it. So that's a sacrifice, you know. But at the end of the day, I feel like if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have as much time as I got to make these type of beats that I'm making right now, and to even be trying to get this pub deal that I'm on right
Okay.
now. So, like I said, this you know, when that takes off, it's gonna be worth it, you know. 'Cause now I'm making more than I did at Chrysler
Right.
off of music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna make sense.
So you say you chose your dream over
Yeah, definitely.
working. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man.
And that's I'm sick. You know what I'm saying? That's sick. You know what I'm saying? And you're here with us on our platform, and we're giving you your flowers because you did such a thing. You get what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
that,
You
man.
stayed loyal to yourself and your craft.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know that, and now we do know that. Now Detroit know that. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we have to honor as a
Appreciate that, man.
producer, as an artist, as a anything. You know what I'm saying? The work you put in, you get out. You know what I'm saying? And you stay motivated
That's
enough.
key right there. That's key right there.
You know what I'm saying? You stayed motivated enough, and you said you to yourself, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna run with it, and I'm gonna have faith in it. You get what I'm saying? You put God first, because if you didn't put God first, it would never work.
Oh yeah,
You
God
know what I'm
first
saying?
in everything I do, man.
You feel me? Charles, go ahead.
With your
Go ahead.
work,
Go ahead.
with your catalog, the work you got.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let the people know like some of the artists that you work with, and like or songs that might be out that you produce, just to shed light on that song, you know.
Okay, so Sada Baby, I work with Rocky Bad. We got a couple tracks out. Probably about, I don't know, about 4 or 5. I've been working with her for some years now.
Dope artist.
Yep, shout out to Rocky
I got a
Bad.
new track with Danny Brown about to come out.
Okay.
Okay.
Big Wolf. Who else? I just did something with Big Keys and Nino.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Big Keys.
Shout out to Nino.
Nino.
Nino from Splashaholics.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? We got Costa Rica. We just dropped something recently. It's on her page on Instagram. Shout out to her. What else? I mean, I can't even think. Mac Nichols. I got some.
Okay, I'm fucking back.
I got some shit with Mac Nichols from Premium Dinner.
Oh yeah.
That album.
Okay.
That's a classic too.
Oh yeah.
Shout
Okay.
out Mac Nichols. A lot of people, man. I could go on, man.
Good catalog.
Yeah.
One of the hottest producers in Detroit right now, man. Go ahead, Charles.
Oh man, so you was talking about the label, like in the future,
Mhm.
like the label that you want in the future.
Yeah.
As far as the artists going, like type of artists are you looking for? What are you
Man,
looking for?
I'm looking for all type of artists, man. I don't even want to I don't want it to be like, okay, this label is known for this sound. Nah, I want my label to have anything you need. We can be on any radio station and turn it on.
Right.
You know, we ain't even got to be on the radio. I want some underground sounds too, man. For real.
And as far as a producer, you are a writer of music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's the more standpoint of a producer. You write the music by producing it.
Yep.
For your label going forward, like would you sign writers
Yeah,
to write
definitely.
music for the
Definitely.
creatives as well?
Definitely, man. I know a lot of young producers out here that I want to take under my wing, man. They cold. You know, a lot of cold ones, man. And I would love to have that type of, you know, and they ain't got to sound like my sound or nothing like that. They don't sound. I want everybody to, you know, sound different, unique.
Right.
That's what make it a team, you know. If everybody bringing the same thing to the team, it's not really a team for real. In my opinion, I think everybody got to bring something different. So I want all type of sounds. Yep.
We gotta ask too the top 5 producers of all time.
Yeah, yeah.
Top 5 of all times.
Yeah. Dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Timbo. number one. I'm gonna go with Manny Fresh. We gonna go Dre. Jay Dilla from the crib. And number 5, I go Hella from the crib. Man.
For sure, for
That's
sure.
bro. Shout out Hella, man.
Shout out Helliver, man. For sure, man. That's a dog ass list. For real, for real. It don't get no better than that.
Yeah, that's a dope list.
Any last shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Shout out to my kids, man.
That's what's up.
Shout
for
out
sure.
Lyndon and E3. That's Eric the third. That's my third. So shout out to my kids, man. That's what I want to shout out. I was just with them all day.
How you feel about fatherhood? How fatherhood treat you, man? How you feel? How do you manage the being a father, man, to a working man, to being a producer? How do you keep all of that in one?
I don't know, man. I just do it. I just do what I gotta do, you know? I just do it, man. I don't know how I do it.
Right,
Like,
just do
today
it.
I done did everything. Like, I was
Right.
at the club last night,
Right.
woke up, got my kids, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm here. being
Now
a
you on
producer.
business. Right.
I don't know, I just
You
do
gotta
it.
make time for
Right.
everything, man.
Yep.
And it's hard, be hard, but
Right.
we gotta do what we gotta do because we all talented and got passions, and we don't want to let our real life situations take away from that. So it's like, how can we manage? And that shit is the hardest shit in the world.
It is hard, but you gotta
Manage
do it.
all that and still be satisfied at the end. Like, okay, I'm doing what I gotta do, but I'm also chasing my dreams.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. I don't be having respect for people that don't put their kids in their life either, man.
Yeah.
Same.
You gotta put your kids in your life.
Situations is situations, man. But any situation could change, man. You just gotta work for it, for real. So.
I got one last question.
Go ahead.
What's your reason? Like, what's your reason for everything? Like, when you get up in the morning, like, what's the drive? Is it passion? Is it family? Is it intertwined? Like, because you've seen a lot of different things, a lot of different people, and created with a lot of different creatives. So, what's your reason?
What keeps me going? What keeps me doing it? I feel like that's why God put me here, man. I feel like that. I mean, you know, God put different people, you know, in your life or on the world, on the earth for different reasons, man. I feel like my reason is clear: raise my kids and make music. You know, that's what I'm here for.
Right.
So that's what keep me going. I just feel like it's my, you know, it's my job. It's my duty on earth. So that's why I'm doing it, man. And I don't stop. That's what I do.
Damn, that's perfect, man. And I think we're gonna end it off like that, man. That's perfect, man. That was a perfect ending, man. And I'm Sick Detroit. We got Ejaybeatz in the building, man. He came down, man. We showing the love, man. And this what our show is all about, man. So listen, we love Detroit. I'm Sick Detroit, man. Ejaybeatz. We out of here, man.
Oh yeah, we out.
Subscribe to the page. We gone.